Okay, who is legit? We've got a weed farmer here. But we got to figure out which one is the legitimate weed farmer because one of the two is not legitimate. That is the challenge. We have Austin is our first challenger. Hello, Austin.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing, bud?
Good, man.
Good. Does he have a weedy sounding voice? Okay. Then we also have Jonas on with us. Hello, Jonas.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jonas. Okay. All right. So we are looking to find out which one of you is a legitimate weed farmer. Okay. I will start off the questions here. And the question that I have for both of you, I want to hear your responses. Austin, tell me exactly, what does a weed farmer do? What are your day-to-day tasks of being a weed farmer?
All right. Well, I mean, anything from a regular day would just consist of walking through the rooms, transplanting new clones, checking anything for any visible issues or climate changes or anything like that. But really just keeping everything clean and in order.
Okay. All right. Maintenance. What would you say is your typical day, Jonas, as a weed farmer?
The best way that I can describe it is like a babysitter. You know, once you get everything set up, that's the day-to-day. You know, it's a lot of monitoring, a lot of making sure that, you know, pH and nutrients and everything's correct. It's not as exciting as a lot of people think it is. It's kind of like just watching and making sure. It's like watching, like you know what I mean? You can't walk away from the stove for too long, or wild stuff can happen. But for the most part, you're just standing there staring. There's a lot of walking, though.
A lot of walking. Okay. Virginia, what is your question to find out which one of these two gentlemen is a legitimate weed farmer?
Okay, so I myself know a lot about the weed. And everybody knows there's two major kinds of weed, sativa and indica. Tell us the difference between the two, Austin.
Okay. Let me just to keep it fair. I wanna flip it and go with Jonas.
Oh, Jonas.
So
sorry.
yeah, so Jonas, you can't say Jonas is just stealing all of Austin's.
She's trying to ruin your bit, Kevin.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, so Jonas, we'll let you answer first on this.
Well, there's actually, I'll give you two answers for that. There's the what the public thinks, and then the real truth. What the public thinks is that indica strains will make you sleepier and sativa strains make you uplifted. But the truth is that sativa strains are taller, thinner plants. Sativa or indicas are shorter, bushier plants. The real truth is the terpene profile is what makes all the difference.
Terpene profile.
Okay. All right. Austin, how would you answer that question?
Probably about similar answer, honestly. Terpene profiles are a massive thing. Different cannabinoids in different people's bodies do get affected in different ways. So, you know, some person might like a certain strain. It might seem to medicate them more than another person. That'd be pretty much a similar thing. Indica and sativa is just a structure of the plant. Indicas are short, stocky, broadleaf plants. Sativas are tall, lanky, wide node spacing. But it's just come over all these years of people smoking certain plants that were tall, and they said, "Oh, it did this to me at the sativa."
Okay. I don't know about y'all, but I'm keeping score here by how many fancy words they use that I don't really fully understand.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's how
The fancy word count is at 12.
It's kind of how I'm racking it up right now on which one of these is legit. Okay, Jaber, what is your question? This is the final one to find out who of these two gentlemen is the legitimate weed farmer. What's the question?
It's time to talk pruning. Okay, let's get into it.
You're talking about my face?
When do you prune your cannabis? What stage?
Okay, we'll start with Austin in this round.
All right. So, I mean, topping and pruning, it really just depends on how you would prefer to grow your plant. It would be in the vegetative state just so you could keep it at a stockier height, make it branch out a little bit more. Just better for overall yield and everything like that. But you're going to want to do it through the vegetative state before you flip it to flower.
Okay, vegetative state before you flip the flower. Okay, what about you, Jonas? Pruning a weed, bush, plant, whatever you might call it.
Yes, tell us about your bush.
The proper time to prune is through the veg state. a lot of people, when they think pruning, they're actually thinking about trimming, which is at the end. But no, the pruning and training is through the veg state.
Okay.
I've learned nothing.
Pruning and training is through the veg state. Gosh, I started off, I thought it was Austin in round 1. Then in round 2, I thought it's definitely Jonas. There's no doubt about it. And I feel like I'm swinging back to Austin again, but I'm not so sure. Virginia, where are you going to go with this? Which one of these two guys is a legitimate weed farmer? Is it Austin or is it Jonas?
Well, I'm trying to look at cues from my buddy Jaybird over here, the Tua of weed.
Well, I did too, and I saw he really liked one of Austin's answers.
He did.
I think it was the last one about the pruning.
I
and-
did,
Yeah.
but
Then Jonas went, and Jonas went, and he was like,
Jonas just copying.
right.
I know that's why I alternated on who went first.
But they
and
both copied.
They did. I'm gonna go. I'm keeping my answer.
and who do you think?
The deep voice dude.
They're both men, dude. They both had deep voices.
Which
Jonah.
Jo-
No,
Jonas?
There's no Jonah.
Can you both talk real quick? Sorry.
Oh, no.
I'll be able to tell by their voice.
Wow.
Can you say hello?
Austin, say hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Austin's my man. Austin's the guy. He's the real farmer.
What do you think, Virginia? Which one's the legitimate weed farmer?
I think it's Austin.
Okay. I'm gonna have Suits put up a poll here. Who is the legitimate weed
But they
farmer?
both did really
Is it
good.
Austin or is it Jonas?
They both sounded like they knew what they were talking about.
Because man, I am really just out of sorts right now trying to figure this out.
They did an excellent job, both of them. That was a tough round.
Yeah,
I think they, honestly, on the down low, I think they both are very much into weed.
both really into weed.
But one is probably just a lover of weed,
Yes.
and one is the real
Yes,
farmer.
they know. They sounded really legitimate. Austin had round 1, round 2 goes to Jonas, and then round 3, I think for me, goes back to Austin. 67% of the chat room thinks that it is Austin who is the legitimate weed farmer.
He was right about the pruning, and he went into that answer just so quickly.
Okay.
Didn't miss a beat.
All right, it's Austin that is the choice. Austin, are you a legitimate weed farmer?
I am a legitimate weed farmer.
Hey! We did it!
Man, Jonas, my question for you, do you know that much about weed because you read something online, or how did you gain that knowledge?
I don't know that the statute of limitations has run out on how I have all that knowledge.
Okay, so you could step in, take over for Austin if he has a sick day. That's you did a great job, Jonas. Very nice. That's very impressive. Thank you very much for playing with us. We do appreciate that. That was really good.
Yeah.
Do you love your job, Austin?
Oh, I mean, it is unbelievable.
That's so cool. Do you have a favorite strand? How do I even use this term, Jaybird? Because I know you got different styles, types.
Yeah, you
what
say-
am I asking the right
you're
way?
asking the right
Okay.
questions.
What is your favorite strand, Austin?
See, it's really hard to put a favorite on something.
It's like babies. It's like your children.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of an old school person, so I am a heavy OG Kush and sour diesel person.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's amazing. You did a fantastic job. Thanks for getting a hold of us, Austin. We appreciate it.
I appreciate the call.
Okay.
Sour diesel sounds like gummies made of gasoline.
That is OG stuff. You don't know about that world, Virginia.
I don't.
We love this concept, but we need people that either have really interesting professions like weed farmers or somebody's got a really good life story. So if this is you, please let us know. We'd love to get you on this segment. Mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com.